All right, recording. Are we still live? We are still live. Okay. So this is going to be my first YouTube video. I'm going to be making on Diablo Immortal. Just started streaming this week as well. You can find me at twitch.tv /innovate, spelled INNOV with the letter 8TE. That's where you can find me at. But I see a lot of people having questions about my build for Demon Hunter. And they're wondering why I do certain things. And most importantly, why is my resonance so low, but yet I'm able to do so much damage, you know? And a lot of the dungeons we run, you know, my buddies make the comment of, you know, oh, well, why did the boss, you know, take so long to die? We hit 3 phases or whatever. And I'm over there, well, I was like, well, I was over there, you know, having to destroy some stuff or whatever. So, you know, that tells me that, you know, whenever I'm not damaging something, the impact is felt. And, you know, I'm not a whale or anything like that, but it's nice to feel like you're contributing. So if that's what this build does, then so be it. So I'll go through over here on my essence transfer person, and we'll go over each item. So use the Vision of the Lost for the helmet. So this is a Vengeance build. So everything about this build is basically stacking your attack speed, your primary attack damage. Everything's in support of that. And then whenever I go through each legendary, I'll kind of explain the process. And we'll jump in a rift real quick, a solo one, just so you can see how it works really quick. Because I mean the damage, especially when stuff stacks, dude, it gets pretty nasty. So Vision of the Lost. During Vengeance, each defeated enemy increases the remaining duration of the Vengeance by 0.2 seconds, up to a maximum increase of 2.4 seconds. So obviously this increases with your rank, right? So if I go here, so it's up to 9%. No, that's with the that. So we're still at 2.4 seconds here with that. For the chest piece, we got Heart of Vengeance. So the big thing with this, Vengeance cooldown is decreased by 15%. In PvP, you use this. This is where I started using this, and I found myself finding it very difficult to take off. I got used to it. I like having Vengeance readily available quite often. So I found that very useful. Okay. Next is the Vash's Typhonic Stampede. So people run different builds here, okay? This is where things you can mix it up. If there was something on this build that you can change, it would be the shoulders. I personally really like the Stampede of the Wolves. And what I mean by the Stampede is, so my Reign of Vengeance, it turns that into, you see you have a directional arrow. It's not a circle. So if I want to, say Zamina here is, you know, a cluster of ads that we're trying to hit, I can put the wolves in a line straight through them. And if I stack them up where they're coming straight to me, like you're doing challenge rifts and elder rifts and such, I mean, the whole line just gets obliterated. It's insane. So I prefer the shoulders a lot. And in PvP, trust and believe, you will see people scatter when you use that ability. It hurts. It does a lot of damage, and it is excellent for zoning, especially, you know, the stairwells. You know, when you're coming down from a spawn point, the stairwells that split off. If you're at the bottom of the stairwells and you shoot it up, they have to come down the stairs if they want to push. Those wolves eat them up. And you know, I'm speaking, you know, from experience with that because, you know, I did just get done. Everything reset today, but I did finish off this past season with a PvP rank of Legend. I pushed all the way to Legend. I was pretty proud of that. So that was awesome. Now, moving on. These legs, you will never take off. It's the same thing as your offhand. You'll probably never ever take them off. During Vengeance, every 2 primary attacks will cause you to launch 1 additional rocket. That deals 1,100 damage to a nearby target And then, of course, because I have my gym here, I'm at rank 10, I get the additional effect of Vengeance cooldown is decreased by 10% as well, which is, once again, I love my Vengeance. So, I mean, when I say this is a Vengeance build, it's a Vengeance build. So, if you've had any experience, if you're a Demon Hunter or not, and, you know, you're running around in a PvP area or whatever, and you see that dude just glowing bright red, that's what's going on. And, you know, I try and keep my dude in that state at all times. It's a big buff. So, Flame Spike. This is for PvE only, okay? Some people use it in PvP. It puts a burning effect on ads with multi-shot, but I prefer to have the slow in PvP. But this is mostly for PvE content. Now, what you're doing with this is that it puts a burn effect, and it's linked to your multi-shot. So I got 3 stacks of my multi-shot. So me as Amina, we're having it out, we're talking, and we come to words. I want to burn her. I throw a multi-shot on her, right? So she burns for a few seconds here, right? So a lot of people will do this. They'll use all their multi-shots up. And it's like, okay, well, it doesn't stack the burn. It doesn't do any of that. So your best interest is actually hit it once, keep shooting, use your Vengeance. You're still fighting. Then multi-shot again. And you keep the burning effect just stacking and refreshing. That's the best way to use that, okay? Now, if you're really bursting something down, like especially bosses and they're about to die or something, I will just go ahead and use all my charges of it, because by the time I run to the next pack or whatever, I've got 2 or 3 charges back up. But for the most part, that's how I utilize that. And then your offhand. The best legendary for Demon Hunters, period. The Glorious Hungerer. I feel bad for any Demon Hunter that has to spend any amount of time in this game without this offhand. It is glorious in every way. Crossbow shot will now pierce through enemies and strike additional enemies behind. So what that means, all these enemies that are here, right? Imagine my fingers are enemies, right? So first one you're attacking here, just regular shooting, no abilities, no nothing. All my bullets are hitting this one, this one, this one, this one, everything behind. And that applies once again to all your abilities. So my Vengeance hits through everything, which it already kind of does. Auto attacks hit through everything. Multi-shot hits through everything. You want to run knockback shot as well? It hits through everything. This is the best legendary across the board for Demon Hunters, I believe. I never take this off. The only thing that happens with this is if it gets an upgrade, I immediately come here, see a little flame, I'm inheriting it back to a Hungerer immediately following. So that's legendaries. I'll go into gems another time, just because that's a whole nother deal, okay? That's a long-winded conversation, because once again, I'm not a whale. I joke and say I'm a tadpole in the ocean, you know. I don't spend a lot of money on this game. I buy the battle pass. That's pretty much it. But the set I'm using is a Burning Heart of Shalabas. Primary attack damage increased by 15%, so bringing everything full circle. Vengeance increases my primary attack damage, right? My Vengeance is always up. I'm trying to always have Vengeance available. So now, all that damage I'm doing while I have Vengeance is increased by another 15%. So it's insane. So then, the 4-piece your primary attacks gradually increase your attack speed up to a maximum of 25%. 25% is huge. Absolutely huge, okay? Now, a lot of people don't recommend, now the 6-piece for this, your primary attacks have a 5% chance to increase your attack speed for 12 seconds. When it comes to getting rings and stuff, I'm probably not going to get the 6-piece. I'm probably going to get the Urge one, Vithur's Urge. The one that increases or enhances, when you enhance yourself with a beneficial effect, it increases that duration by 30%. How do we enhance ourselves with a beneficial effect? Vengeance. More vengeance. It makes vengeance last longer. Vengeance, vengeance, vengeance. So that's my plans. Probably once I get to Hell 4. I'm a little ways away. Hell 4 is around 3K CR, but right now currently I'm at 2378. So talking about what I can improve on and stuff, I want more damage. You want more strength, okay? Whenever it comes down to, let's see, what was it? So fortitude, you want some fortitude, and you want vitality. Willpower is good for PvP, okay? It's not the best in the world for PvE content. Because that's what mostly I do, okay? Like I said, well, I say that, and a little bit earlier I was just saying I was pushed to legend rank. So it's nice to have it in that situation because all these control effects, stuns, and snares and stuff you can actually get out of and save yourself. But for the most part, man, I want me some armor. And you're like, armor on a Demon Hunter? Why? Because a lot of that, you're already squishy enough. But people think about it like, well, I'm squishy, it is what it is. No, don't stack armor, but you want a little bit of armor, just enough so whenever I get hit with something, I make a mistake, I have enough time to hit that Q button and get a health pot. Or I have enough time to hit that daring swing and dip out of there. That's why armor is important. Vitality is just life, Hey, I got more life. I can live longer. I can, take more hits from stuff. It's pretty basic stuff. But strength is 643, so I get a increased damage by 192 from this, okay? But once again, you see how close my willpower is to my strength. I would love to cut my willpower in half and just give that straight to strength. But once again, that's where the grind comes in. You got to farm gear, right? So something like, so all my stuff has strength on it right now. But this, like my boots, I've been trying to get my buddies to farm team with me. This, I'm losing out on 88 strength right here alone. That's huge. That's absolutely huge. So farm the gear. But I'm going to run over here and I'm going to show you guys how this works. I showed you the build. And I am a big fan of actions speak louder than words. So remember, just because you're a little tadpole doesn't mean that you can't still do big things. So I actually need some charms, so I'm just going to go ahead and add some rare crests in here. I'm going to do it solo. I want to go in here. I don't need anybody else gathering packs for me because the necromancers, their ads mess things up and stuff like that. So I'm going to run this almost like a challenge riff. So a lot of people don't realize this as well. You can kite around with packs to get a whole bunch of them together. But I'm going to basically get this entire square going. I'm going to multi-shot over there. I get all those ads over. I'm just going to run around in a circle for a second. Get everything grouped up. And right where see, this is the line. Okay, this is our vengeance line. And here we go. Wolves, burn them, pop vengeance. How many ads was that? How many ads was that? That was at least 20, 30 ads. And there's nobody else in here. I'm running solo. This is just me. This is just me playing the game, stacking ads up. And just instantly deleted. So come back over here. You're zigzag through. Stack everything up. This is why you always keep your daring swings. Howling Wolves, right? Them, vengeance. And you just aim right down the middle. It's easy. It's easy. It's no problem. No problem whatsoever. Let's see if we can get this done real quick. I'm over here. Not too far from already completing this by myself. So let me see if I can't get these grouped up really quick here. And we'll just go ahead and complete it. And I'll show you how this build interacts with the boss as well. That's another thing. Everyone's like, okay, well, that's great for killing tons of ads. Sure. But how does that interact with the boss? Good question. So Demon Hunters, like, I haven't played a lot of other classes. I didn't play this in the beta or the alpha or anything like that. I don't have a damage meter from like World of Warcraft. I do not like this boss, but we're gonna do work on him. So I pop wolves on him, right? Burn him once. I'm burning him again. All right, so there's some of the ads. Look, all these ads. Look at this. I wasn't even hitting the boss. I was not aiming for the boss. I was aiming for the 2 ads in front of it. But because of hunger, that was auto attacks. It hit first ad, hit the second ad, and then my auto attacks killed the boss. Like, are you kidding me? Accidentally, I'm being insane. Like, what can you say? So the build works. It speaks for itself. Once again, I'll show you my stats. They're not insane. There's nothing special here. And honestly, I take pride in that. That was Hill 3. I have 620 resonance. I got Chain Death, Carcass Invigoration. That's going to be my next rank 10 gem. Bloodsoaked Jade, Berserker's Eye, Blessing of the Worthy, and Fervent Fang just because of the battle pass. So it's up to rank 4 now. Nothing special. Nothing special at all. Trust and believe. There's Demon Hunters out here that, if I show you real quick, have insane builds. Okay, like if I look at this dude right here, I want you to look at this. 3K combat rating, and the dude is 6 levels lower than me and has 1,000 combat rating over me. You see what I'm saying? I got a 1-star gym that's similar to this. 4 out of 5 stars, 4 out of 5 stars, all this type of stuff. But you can still play this game and be free to play for the most part. I use the battle pass. That's $15 a month. But you don't have to spend a ton of money on this game. So that's been my guide on my Demon Hunter build. This is going to be my first video as well. So if you guys have any feedback whatsoever, I tell my stream all the time, I love constructive criticism. Please be respectful. Don't be harsh or anything. But there's a lot of learning that, is to be had here. So if there's any advice you got from me or anything you would like to see, especially, drop it down in the comments. Come tune in on Twitch. And hit me up, and we'll talk it out. We'll build this community together. But that's all I got for you guys. Appreciate you tuning in. If you could subscribe, that would be huge. I'm trying to build this channel. Subscribe, change the bell to all. So every time I post a video, you'll see it. And then like it and comment it. I'd comment it and be like, hey, the sky's blue. It doesn't matter. It's this algorithm thing with YouTube. Sky's blue, you're an awesome dude. Whatever, and like the video. It doesn't cost you a single dime to do that, and I can't express enough how much it would help me in growing this channel. So that's all I got. Appreciate you guys tuning in, and you guys have a blessed day. See ya.